Great art is horse shit, by tacos. An intellectual says a simple thing in a hard way. An artist says a hard thing in a simple way. Find what you love and let it kill you. Sometimes you climb out of bed in the morning and you think, I'm not going to make it, but you laugh inside, remembering all the times you've felt that way. People run from rain but sit in bathtubs full of water. Nothing is worse than to finish a good shit, then reach over and find the toilet paper container empty. Even the most horrible human being on earth deserves to wipe his ass. Baby, I said, I'm a genius but nobody knows it but me. I guess the only time most people think about injustice is when it happens to them. The tigers have found me and I do not care. And yet good women frightened me because they eventually wanted your soul, and what was left of mine, I wanted to keep. Bad taste creates many more millionaires than good taste. The 9-to-5 is one of the greatest atrocities sprung upon mankind. You give your life away to a function that doesn't interest you. I wanted the whole world or nothing. Sometimes you just have to pee in the sink. If you get married they think you're finished, and if you are without a woman they think you are incomplete. Poetry is what happens when nothing else can. The free soul is rare, but you know it when you see it, basically because you feel good, very good, when you are near or with them. I want so much that is not here and do not know where to go. My beer-drunk soul is sadder than all the dead Christmas trees of the world. In my work, as a writer, I only photograph, in words, what I see. What matters most is how well you walk through the fire. We are here to drink beer. We are here to kill war. We are here to laugh at the odds and live our lives so well that death will tremble to take us. Dogs and angels are not very far apart. Anything is a waste of time unless you are fucking well or creating well or getting well or looming toward a kind of phantom love happiness. Genius might be the ability to say a profound thing in a simple way. People are strange, they are constantly angered by trivial things, but on a major matter like totally wasting their lives, they hardly seem to notice. You begin saving the world by saving one man at a time. All else is grandiose romanticism or politics. The best often die by their own hand just to get away, and those left behind can never quite understand why anybody would ever want to get away from them. Some people never go crazy. What truly horrible lives they must live. Beware of those who seek constant crowds, they are nothing alone. He asked, what makes a man a writer? Well, I said, it's simple. You either get it down on paper, or jump off a bridge. In this land some of us fuck more than we die, but most of us die better than we fuck. I loved you like a man loves a woman he never touches, only writes to, keeps little photographs of. We drink our coffee and pretend not to look at each other. Still, I kept thinking about Lydia. The good parts of our relationship felt like a rat walking around and gnawing at the inside of my stomach. The worst thing for a writer is to know another writer, and worse than that, to know a number of other writers. Like flies on the same turd. Why was it that every time you saw a woman like that you were with another woman? But your eyes they're beautiful. They're wild, crazy, like some animal peering out of a forest on fire. I heard a long insane wail like a wolverine shot in the Arctic snow and left to bleed and die alone. The lobster tasted good in my mouth, and I drank him down with fine wine. Good fellow. I always liked you in your pink red shell, dangerous and slow. It was best to stay away from other writers and just do your work. People were usually much better in their letters than in reality. They were much like poets in this way. There isn't a better way to drink than at a small table over a wide tablecloth with a good-looking woman. Fiction is an improvement on life. I'm just an alcoholic who became a writer so that I would be able to stay in bed until noon. Sandra is the slim tall earringed bedroom damsel dressed in a long gown, She's always high in heels, spirit, pills and booze. My 6-foot goddess makes me laugh the laughter of the mutilated who still need love. She was always thinking of sex, she carried it around with her like something in a paper bag. Your boys can keep your virgins, give me hot old women in high heels with asses that forgot to get old. Your poems about the girls will still be around 50 years from now when the girls are gone. My editor phones me. She's from Texas and weighs 103 pounds and stands before the mirror combing oceans of reddish hard which falls all the way down her back to her ass. She knew what she wanted and it wasn't me. I know this poet, he's just like the rest of us, he'll vomit anywhere for money. That's what they want, a goddamn show's a lit billboard in the middle of hell. That's what they want, that bunch of dull inarticulate safe, dreary admirers of carnivals. And if you have the ability to love, love yourself first. And nobody finds the one but they keep looking, crawling in and out of beds. I could have had her once. I wonder if she thinks I could have saved her? They disgust me, the way they wait for death with as much passion as a traffic signal. Watching the bull get the matador, that's the best. I saw a beautiful blonde girl embrace a young man there and kiss him with what seemed hunger, and I stood and watched until they broke away. When I think of myself dead, I think of someone making love to you when I'm not around. And you invented me and I invented you, and that's why we don't get along. There is always one woman to save you from another. We see it too late, after the cock gets swallowed the heart follows. She's got red hair like lightning from heaven. I am going to die alone just the way I live. I was a man who thrived on solitude, without it I was like another man without food or water. Each day without solitude weakened me. Cheer up. Maybe you'll be famous after you're dead. She must have a suction pump for a pussy. Look at his hands. He has the most beautiful hands. You can see that he has never worked. I took the salt and the pepper, seasoned the broth, broke the crackers into it, and spooned it into my illness. When you drank, the world was still out there, but for the moment it didn't have you by the throat. I'm a genius, but nobody knows it but me. As usual, Carmen was wearing a very tight knitted dress that fit her like a balloon fits the trapped air, maybe tighter. We really had nothing to do but drink wine and make love. She was desperate and she was choosy at the same time and, in a way, beautiful, but she didn't have quite enough going for her to become what she imagined herself to be. Some people don't like anybody who is famous. Some people don't like anybody who isn't. In the sun and in the rain, in the day and in the night, pain is a flower, pain is flowers, blooming all the time. All people start to come apart finally, and there it is, just empty ashtrays in a room or wisps of hair on a comb in the dissolving moonlight. When things get bad enough, the kitten will kill the lion. Death comes slowly like ants to a fallen figure. My typewriter at this hour would scream like a raped bear. It is hard to find a man whose poems don't finally disappoint you. She's more dangerous than all the armies of all time. Forget my brother, I am my own keeper. There is loneliness in this world so great that you can see it in the slow movement of a clock's hand.